Hey guys, welcome back to A Page in the Chapter, or welcome if you are new here. My name is Paige, and today we're seeing if I have read Bookstagram's favourite books with a spicy twist. Now, normally I'd let you see me pouring the drink, but I needed to pour it for the thumbnail, but I promise there is alcohol in here. I've never lied to you before. And I wouldn't lie now. Honestly, this is a weird colour. I'm kind of alarmed at how this has lost its colour. Probably drinking... Can flavoured vodka go? I don't even know if it can go off, but it's a weird colour, but I'm sure it's fine. The rules of this game are very simple. I asked you guys on Bookstagram what your favourite books of all time were. You guys sent them. And the rules are as follows. I have to drink once if I've read the book, drink twice if I own the book, and obviously if I own the book and I've read it, then that's 3 drinks. Drink 3 times if I don't own the book, and drink 4 times if I've never heard of it. So basically I'm being punished for not reading. We'll see how this works in practice. I feel like it's gonna work. In theory, it makes sense in my head. I will put the rules on the screen and down in the description if you guys want to play along or do this for yourself. If you guys like the sound of this video and you like what you have seen so far, why not hit that big red subscribe button down below and stay tuned for future content. I upload twice a week on a Wednesday and a Friday, so there's no shortage of bookish content here. If you guys like this video, then you will also probably like my Goodreads drinking game, which I will link up in the cards for you. And you should probably go and follow me on Instagram, because these kind of drinking games where I ask you guys for book recommendations are gonna be sticking around. So if you want to get involved in these games, then you should follow me over on Instagram. And so, let's get into the books. The first favourite book ever that was sent to me was Olive, which was sent to me by Rachel, and she sent this because she knows that I read Olive on her recommendation and absolutely loved it. So I have to drink 3 times because I read it, so that's 1, and I own it, so that's 2. Please feel free, if you guys play this game yourself, to modify these rules. Do make it your own, and make sure that you tag me on Instagram or Twitter so I can see your video, because I'd love to see what you do with it. Oh, I didn't think I made that strong, but I did. This isn't gonna be fun. And there's definitely something weird about this vodka. There's so many of these that I don't know. The next one is the prefect. And I have to drink, technically, if we're following the rules, I'd have to drink 7. I didn't think this through. Because I have to drink 4 times because I've never heard of it. And I have to drink 3 times because I don't own it. What have I done? I didn't think this through, but these are the rules. So 7 it is. Those were just little sips. Okay, don't leave your vodka on a shelf in the sun for months and months. I don't recommend it. We're just going full uni vibes today. The next one is from Peace Within Books, and this is again one that I don't own and haven't heard of, and it's called Full Tilt. 7. I'd like to point out it's only 11:45 and I'm drinking a hard spirit. Okay, the next one is from Books with Abby, and this is Normal People. I'm assuming this is Normal People by Sally Rooney. I have heard of this book, I just haven't read it, but I really want to. I don't know whether to start with Normal People or Conversations with Friends, so let me know which one you recommend first. I really want to read her stuff, and isn't one of them being turned into a TV show, so I don't know which one, but I want to get ahead of that. So the rules for this are, I guess I only have to drink 3 times because I don't own it, but I have heard of it, so that's doable. I essentially created this game so you would have to drink for every single book recommendation. Okay, and then Literary Lily said that her favourites are Neverwhere and Stardust by Neil Gaiman. Now, Neverwhere I have heard of but don't own, so that's 3. And Stardust, I have read it and I own it, so that is 3 as well. I absolutely love Stardust by Neil Gaiman. You've seen the movie, then I highly recommend reading the book as an adult, because the book is quite adult and has some explicit scenes in it and it's quite gory. The movie adaptation takes the magic of the book and makes it suitable for children, but if you want the magic and the spice, read the book. And then we have A Darker Shade of Magic trilogy by V.E. Schwab. If you guys saw my most recent book haul, then you will know that I just purchased the first book in this trilogy, A Darker Shade of Magic. So that is Twice If You Own It, but I haven't read it yet. But here's where we have to discuss. Whimsical Fiction said the entire trilogy, and I don't own the next 2 books. So do I have to drink 6 times for not owning the next 2 books? Technically, that is the rules. So 6 drinks. God, I really did not think this through. I should have read the recommendations before I made the rules. And then we have Red, White and Royal Blue, and this is only 3 times for not owning it, because obviously I have heard of Red, White and Royal Blue. Honestly though, I have absolutely no interest in reading this book. I know that it is a massive book community favourite and everyone loves it. I just feel like I'm gonna get pissed off with the fact that it's royal. Like, if anyone else who's English has read it, like, does the portrayal just not irritate you? Like, I just feel like it's gonna be messy and bad and completely inaccurate and just get really on my nerves. Next, Gabby V. Mello said that one of her favourites is Frankenstein. Now, I don't have a rule for this, but I think I'm gonna have to add one. Let me update my list. So a new rule is gonna be drink 5 if it's also your favourite. And Frankenstein is currently my favourite classic I've ever read, and nothing yet has topped it. Dracula came pretty close, but I still preferred Frankenstein. There's just something about Victorian Gothic literature that is like, it just does something for me. So I have to drink once because I've read it, twice because I own it, and then 5 times because it's also my favourite. That's 8. I did this to myself. June was also suggested. Now, I have heard of this, but I cannot for the life of you tell you what it's about. So I'm gonna count it as I haven't heard of it, just because knowing the name and vaguely knowing what the cover looks like, I don't count. If you guys want to count it, I will 100% respect that, because the rule is if you've heard of it, you don't have to drink, and technically knowing the name, hearing the name of it and being able to picture the cover is hearing of it. But because I couldn't even begin to tell you even what genre June is in, to me, that is not really hearing of it. That's drink 4. And then it's also drink 3 because I don't own it. So another 7. I think the fact that I decided to be really bougie and put it in a red wine glass fucked over my measurements. And then Kitty the Bookworm suggested Shadow and Bone, 6 of Crows, and 5 Feet Apart. Now, I've read Shadow and Bone, so that's drink once. And then I also own it. There's a lovely collection of books here. So that is drink 3 times, because 2 for owning and 1 for reading. Then 6 of Crows. She only said 6 of Crows, so I'm only going to say the first book rather than counting the duology. I have read the first book and I do own the first, well, I own Crooked Kingdom as well, but I haven't read it. So I'm just going to drink 3 times. And then 5 Feet Apart. Kitty also commented this in my Goodreads drinking game, the first edition that I did. There will be more editions coming, I promise. So I have heard of it, so we avoid the 4. I haven't read it, so it can't be my favourite. And I don't own it, so that's 3. I just need to drink 3 because I don't own it. I feel like I need to add a rule for drink a certain amount of times if you haven't read it. I don't know why this isn't on the list. I'm sorry. I don't know why that isn't one of the rules. Please add it if you do this game. If I added it now, it would make no sense because it's right at the end of this video. How about I just down the drink for stupidity? Are we all on board with that? Are we considering that forfeit enough for me being a big old dum-dum and forgetting the most basic rule? Wee. Woo. No, I'm getting to the point where I'm almost throwing up. No. And so there we have my Have I Read BookTube's favourite books drinking game edition. I can't tell if I'm tipsy or if I just don't have my glasses on so things look blurry. This is genuinely a constant problem that I have on nights out. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I actually really enjoyed filming it. Do let me know down in the comments if you want to do this video, if you want to see more Goodreads drinking game editions. Like, that is definitely a series that I want to continue on this channel. I just want to make sure that they're pretty evenly spaced out. And leave your suggestions for other drinking games down below. I am a graduated uni student on a gap year whilst all of her friends are working full-time jobs or doing masters. So like, I need someone to do this drinking with. I'm happy to be the guinea pig for you guys. Thank you very, very much for watching. I do hope that you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, why not hit that big red subscribe button down below to stay tuned for future content and check out some of my other drinking videos. As I said, I have the Goodreads drinking game up. I also have a drinking game of Bookish Never Have I Ever. I like to drink. I hope that you guys are having a fantastic week and there are no reading slumps in your future. You are only reading 5-star reads, and I will see you on Friday for my next video. Bye guys.